What is up, boys?
Sorry, dude. Like,
No, I think we're good. Are we right side up?
Yeah, you're good, man. Yeah, you're rolling.
Sweet. So you're Todd?
I'm Todd. Yeah, Todd Hancock.
Okay.
I think I talked to you guys when I was still doing the afternoon show at CFOX. So I did their
right
afternoons from 3 to 7 from like 2002 to 2014.
Okay.
And I think that when you guys released Small Town Dead,
Right.
they jumped on that song. And then I think I had you on in the 6 o'clock rock report.
Okay, cool.
But
we were
talking
pretty
like,
drunk, so we might not remember.
like years ago, guys. We're talking like years and years ago.
Yeah, Mike had a problem like between like 12 and 14 where we had to.
Right. Love it. So how's individually the circles? How are you guys coping with COVID-19 and not going stir crazy and everything else?
I feel like I'm busier than ever. Like we're just doing crap. Like we're just doing like building stuff, building houses, or not building houses, building shed, building fence, just like doing all these like projects that we're just getting like we're just getting antsy, so we're just building stuff.
Yeah. Right. Now that's a creative outlet, but how about the music creative outlet? Are you guys getting much songwriting done right now? Like how does that work for your camp?
Well, we have a whole album like written and ready to release, so it's like it's a weird thing. Like, do we start writing more music now? And we're just like
what?
Yeah,
why not?
I guess we can. Like, it hasn't like come like organically yet. We're like we haven't done that yet. So, but we are still playing a lot of music. We built a studio, so we're in that right now. So I guess we're just getting ready for the flood.
And what is the creative process for you guys? Is it full songs when you go to studio? Is it messing around? Like, do sometimes songs just fall out of air? Like,
yeah, it's like you have like one good idea and then you just try to add to that good idea. You know what I mean? So like
lately, a lot of it's been done in the studio. Like it's been off the cuff, like get it done on the spot.
Is that right? Yeah, and that must feel really good, hey?
Oh, I love that. Yeah,
we don't really sit on anything anymore.
You kind of get stuck with what you've done, which is good.
Yeah.
Right. Which, of course, and you can go back and look at like, oh man, I wish I had changed that. Whatever it is,
that's the beauty.
Yeah.
It's the beauty,
especially
but it's
this
also
day.
the curse, right? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is like automatic and stuff now. So like you think something's good one day, and then like next week you're like, oh shit.
Right. And a good way to test that, I bet, is like if you go home and you don't hum those songs, like if you come up with a rad riff and the next morning you're like, fuck, how did that go again? Probably wasn't
exactly.
Good.
I've stopped using my recorder on my phone because I'm like, if I don't remember it, then it's probably not good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I did that last night. I was writing something on acoustic and I was just like, I pulled out the phone. I was like, no, I don't remember it tomorrow. I'm good.
And
that's why I can never remember Mike's name. It's just never sunk in.
It'll stick. Eventually it'll stick. What's the itch like for touring? Because weren't like right prior to the coronavirus, were you guys not like poised to go on the road, do a bunch of dates with AWOL Nation and stuff? Like, where does that stand?
Yeah. We were supposed to go all through the States and a bunch of Canadian shows too. So our summer was kind of packed, and then we were just gonna feed off of that and keep going like all until Christmas. But
right.
So they kind of just like keep getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and it's not like canceled. It's just kind of like postponed until the world, what do you say, happens? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, fixes itself somehow.
Right. Somehow those geeky nerds will fix it for us.
Yeah, dude, I just rely on the nerds.
Yeah, exactly. All right, boys, let's go back to the beginning before you're in any bands at all. And I want to go individually, and I want to find out what was the music in your house. Like as a kid growing up, what are the bands that your parents are playing a ton?
I think my dad had Genesis going a lot. We had some U2. My mom had Backstreet Boys going. Which wasn't a bad thing to kind of get in there and get that pop sense in there.
Right.
Yeah, and I also have we have the same dad, so he was doing a lot of that as well. And mom too.
Yeah.
We're pretty. I've known him his whole life. It's crazy. But I specifically remember the voice of Nat King Cole. Every time I hear it, I'm just like, yeah. So my dad was huge into that. And I don't know if you remember this, but like Columbia House used to send you like 3 CDs a month or something like that.
Yeah.
So like, like it was ridiculous. So like that's where like I got like Alanis Morissette and I got Oasis and that kind of stuff too. So
Okay.
Yeah, growing up, I don't know, it was a lot of like Joe Walsh, and I remember a lot of Queen, a lot of Pink Floyd. You know, as far as those classics go, I guess like when we started hanging out, it was a lot of like just Hendrix and
a lot of Hendrix,
a lot of blues stuff. You know, Zeppelin, Sabbath,
and that song "I'm a Barbie Girl" and "Blue I'm a Dee Bumba Da."
Yeah,
those two for sure.
Hey, you know what? Though, can I just say this? I think "I'm a Barbie Girl" would be an amazing Beatles song because it's got like that. Like if McCartney sang like different lyrics to that melody, dude, that's a hit. Well, it was a hit, but it's a hit.
Were they
like how many good songs do the Beatles have though? Like what? How did that band come out with that many good songs?
Dude, they went from like not that Twist and Shout was theirs, but like they went from like Twist and Shout to like Strawberry Fields in like 6 years. Like what? Like. Right. I want those drugs. Give me them. Like, I'll take them. Let's do this.
And they got so bored of making music as the Beatles that they were like, we're going out as Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
It's so weird. It's so weird.
When did they stop playing live? Late 64, 65, and something like that?
Like, my thing is, like, you listen to those old records, like the Beatles records, or like, especially like Zeppelin records and stuff, the way they sound, it hasn't been beaten yet. It's like the weirdest thing. It's like, am I the Truman Show? And they just like made perfect music for my life right now? Like what's going on? It's a weird thing.
And think about the when they were doing that was like 4-track, 8-track or whatever. Certainly no Pro Tools. There was no like, fucking good enough, boys.
Or you can tune that, right? It's like,
totally. It's fine. It's good enough. Keep going. There was none of that. Like you look at a record like a Fleetwood Mac Rumors.
Yeah,
every song untouchable, like so good.
It's so weird. And like speaking of Pro Tools, like I have a friend Lance who showed me he has a bunch of these like Beatles Pro Tools sessions, and you can hear all the backup stuff and you can separate them all. A lot of the backups aren't singing the right lyrics. They're just like kind of like because it was just like whatever, right? So they probably
change the lyrics.
It works so good. Like,
that's crazy. What were your first concerts?
Oh God!
I think
ours were. I know what ours were.
Doobie Brothers
and Kansas.
Yeah.
Wow. Doobie Brothers were a band that I had no idea that they were a 2-drummer band.
Yeah.
We're gonna be
live. Like, what in the hell?
Yeah. It was cool being a kid. Like we actually got to meet them and stuff too, which was nice.
Yeah.
And like,
how did that come up? How did you get to Doobie Brothers?
I think my parents walked their dog with a person. We lived
in the same park.
Yeah, in the same
park. And they met some person that was walking their dog, and they had connections. So
so we got to meet the dudes.
The dudes. Not Michael McDonald, though.
No, not Michael McDonald. No, but you get me. Michael McDonald. You can do a good Michael McDonald voice, can't you? Can I? Yeah, try sing Michael McDonald.
What's the Michael McDonald lyric?
You don't know me. You don't know me. Yeah.
It's just so good, but it's funny how like he thought that was like, I'm gonna sing like this.
Yeah.
Like it's like he's singing under his breath.
Did he
like,
talk like that? Yeah. Well, there you go.
Do you guys shoot much video, by the way? Like when you're on the road and kind of just mess around in studio or just whatever touring and stuff?
We're terrible.
It's hard.
We're
terrible. Oh man. That's too bad because when I mentioned that you guys were going to be guests, like I got I got a lot of fan questions, but like a few of like, when are we going to get a Bleeker DVD, like a live tour, something like that? So
that'd be awesome. Yeah,
like fans want it, man. So
yeah, especially like if we did that tour this summer, we probably would have done something.
Yeah, there would have been enough.
Well, I mean, we do have footage from like the Sublime, like years back.
We're just so late. Like, we're not lazy, but we just don't think about it when it happens. Like,
yeah, it's like it's hard to pull at your phone when everything's happening and be like,
totally right.
Because that mindset.
If I see a bald eagle,
moment.
I'm not gonna stop.
Totally.
I'm gonna just look at the bald eagle.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Hard.
Yeah. No. I mean, I get that though. Like, I'm the same way. Like, as much as I need to kind of make sure I get video and whatever, there's times where I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I just want it to live in my head.
Exactly. Well, we're old school too. Like, the difference between like us, we didn't really grow up with cell phones. We didn't have, that sort of thing. And then compared to the two younger guys in the band, who are in their early 20s, they're always on their phones.
They're getting wrinkles on their neck from doing this.
Yeah, exactly. That's the next generation of humans is going to have that just an awkward neck spine thing going on.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wish I had like, it'd be sweet is if you could like get it in your brain and then everything you see, you just upload it and then somebody else can edit it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There you go.
like that'd be a cool
tech
job.
guy working on something like that. Now that's an app.
Like, Taylor, your new video was uploaded. I have cut it down to 14 minutes today. It's like I have a 14-minute day. You can
Here's
watch
a 30-second clip for Instagram, and
you haven't done much this year, so here is 2 minutes of your 2024.
Love it. Yeah. I want to get to some of these fan questions, and Cam's got an interesting question, and I'm sure that there are fights between the brothers, but he says, what's the best brother fight on the road story that you're willing to share?
Maybe it's Aunt
Janet. Yeah, so I don't know why we were fighting. My jaw still clicks from it though, because you punched me once.
Was he on tour?
Yeah, we were on tour,
but we were staying at your Aunt Janet's.
And like Cole was just
so our Aunt Janet lives in Alberta, so she offered the house for the night, so we went there, and this is what happened.
I don't even remember this story.
I remember like I was saying something, and you're just like, "Can I swear on this or no?"
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah, you're like, "Fuck you, fuck," like just like you. Nobody fucking even wants you here, blah blah blah. I'm like, whoa, and so like. I get on top of Cole, and he just keeps going. He's like, "Hit me!" So I like punch him in the face a couple times. He's like, "Whatever," and I'm like, "You're not gonna hit me back." And then finally cracks me right here, and my jaw still crack. Like every time I chew and stuff, it goes click, click, click. So it was a fist fight.
Just a little reminder not to mess with the little brother.
Right.
He was on the bottom too, and you just gave me this like perfect right, and so it smashed me in the jaw.
Yeah. Man, it must be weird to have your brother on the road. Hey, guys?
Well, it's not that weird. Well, it's like, I don't know, because the fights are usually like, we're so upfront with stuff that it doesn't, like, everything just kind of passes. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no build-up.
Quick and over with,
Yeah, there's not too much conflict. And, we've also been, like, doing it for so long now, too, right?
Yeah. Well, like, and none of us really take ourselves seriously for the most part, too. So, like, like I can make fun of anybody, and they'll be like, "Whatever, fuck Taylor, he sucks anyway." Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and that's like the whole that's like the whole attitude of the whole band.
Even though they're not brothers, they're kind of brothers anyway, too, right? Yeah.
I don't know. It'd be hard to last anywhere if you have like, I don't know. It'd be hard if someone like took offense to like right now, if you gave me 2 minutes, I could not offend Mike enough for him to leave. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I could
and it
not.
Would be some ruthless
and
stuff.
I'd go just deep.
Like your dog run over.
Yeah, because I just don't, it's because I
didn't mean to think about the dog. But the dog, so one time we were on tour and we were in Europe.
You were ruthless.
We just landed in England, and then I got news, even before I like set up my phone, my Wi-Fi, that my little wiener dog got ran over by a car. And I was like, shit, like, I don't know if the thing's going to live. I don't know at all. And Taylor basically, like, filmed my reaction and, like, laughed at me while I was, like, trying to process this fucking...
You still didn't care, though.
And I didn't care. I was like, whatever.
But then we went out and got drinks.
Yeah.
It was fun. Anyway, sorry, we're rambling.
No, not at all. Are you guys fans of all the superhero movies that are being put out?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What are your favorites?
I say out of the Marvel ones, I don't know. I think Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was
Ragnarok's
my
the
number
best
one for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, it was so good, right? I mean, just like good elements of comedy. Of course, the epic battle in the arena with Thor. Like,
Yeah, that was great.
Pretty
I
solid.
wasn't huge on I didn't like Black Panther very much. I don't know why.
I thought it was kind of boring.
I
thought it was okay. Yeah, I thought it
Yeah.
was okay. I thought personally,
Dude.
as soon as Jon Favreau did the first Iron Man,
Right.
like movies before that were okay, but once
Mhm.
Favreau did the first Iron Man, it really like he set that benchmark of like, if we're doing a fucking superhero movie, it's got to be at least this good, or don't even make it.
Mhm.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And Favreau, he's doing that. Or is he doing Mandalorian?
Well, he's doing Mandalorian,
which is really,
He
really
also
good.
did
He's
the
doing-
last Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
right.
Not
Yeah.
Homecoming, but the next one.
Yeah,
right?
which I haven't seen that.
I haven't seen
Oh,
the
Far
last
From
one.
Home.
You know,
Yeah, Far From Home.
it's a
yeah.
different, it's a different world. But that water, what's his name? Not Waterman. What's his name? He's a mermaid.
Aquaman.
Aquaman. That was terrible.
All the DC stuff.
That was okay.
lackluster, in my opinion.
I didn't mind the Joker movie that Joaquin
That was good.
did.
I
thought
haven't seen that one yet.
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I read the other day that that they're giving what's Buddy's name? Jared Leto,
Yeah.
whatever it is. They're giving him a standalone Joker movie based on his Suicide Squad performance.
Oh, okay.
That's
Why?
what I read.
I feel like that we're past that.
Yeah, I thought we were past that too.
I thought so too. Like, isn't Joaquin Phoenix the new Joker now?
Yeah, isn't he?
There is a second Suicide Squad movie coming out that James Gunn's doing, who did the Guardians of the Galaxy.
They have to get, like whoever
He's doing that
what's his
one.
name? Something Finch that directed Seven. They should get that guy to
Yeah.
Joker.
Yeah. Great movie,
Hey.
man. Wow.
Speaking of that kind of era, Fight Club. Jared Leto was in Fight Club. He was that blonde guy who got the shit kicked out of him.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
done some
and then
really
he
good
became Joker.
parts. I think
Yeah.
I like his acting better than I like as much as I like the 30 Seconds to Mars. I think
Yeah.
that Jared is just such a phenomenal actor that
Yeah.
He's
This
like
is-
Lord of War too. He played that perfect
Yeah.
little brother.
yeah.
Yeah, he's great.
Which superpowers would you guys want to have?
I don't know. I think I'd want to fly.
Yeah.
That's the one thing.
Yeah.
What about the superpower that Mel Gibson has and What Women Want? He just reads women's minds.
That's a good one.
He's a superhero, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be an all right superpower, no doubt.
I want that one.
No kidding. Like, what do you want for dinner? Jesus Christ.
It would just be a fun, it'd be like just like bunch of question marks. He's like, oh, this was not worth it. Can I trade?
Blair says they've spotted UFOs. Do you believe that aliens have visited Earth?
Whoa.
There's been a lot of stuff coming out lately.
I'm gonna say yeah, just because to me it's so interesting to think about.
Yeah.
You know, like
It kind of seems like, how are they not? Like, if there's a
Yeah.
whole universe, there's probably
the odds is there is something else out
Yeah.
there. It's just the odds of them finding Earth. Like
Yeah.
that's in this time period.
Every
of us,
time
like,
I
you know?
watch like something, like if I watch Joe Rogan or if I watch like Unacknowledged or something on Netflix, I'm like, yup, they've definitely been here. Then like
Totally.
it wears off and I'm like, probably not. Like
Yeah.
I got no opinion.
I think what it is just like the facts alone, you know, like the Kepler program in the States is, they said they found like millions of planets.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Like, surely
Yeah.
one has
Oh, there's
the
they're
capabilities
definitely
of
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're there, but have
Yeah.
they been here?
Mhm.
There's some like mathematical equation of like, because the universe is so big that somebody has had to have come here. Like they
Mhm.
have to have space travel.
Yeah.
I forget. I'm talking
Yeah.
about butt now, but
if it never ends, there must be someone on another Earth that looks like
oh yeah, all that crazy
That
stuff too, like
crazy,
infinity and stuff. Oh gosh.
Fuck, I'm just high enough to really.
Yeah.
You know, I once had Joe Rogan on my afternoon show when I was doing CFOX's afternoon show,
Oh, that's awesome.
and he got banned from coming back because of our visit.
That's wild.
Yeah, he was like, you know, he was testing. It was like, oh yeah, I hear that you know, the Canadian government is different than the States. Like, you can actually, can you say shit on the air? And I'm like, yeah. Can you say fuck? And I'm like, this is all on the air, right?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no, can't say that. I mean, can't say anybody's a shithead. I'm like, it's different, but it, you still kind of got to adhere to it or whatever, blah,
Right.
blah. And then my program director was giving me like the cut it off through the glass door, right through that little glass window in the door. I don't know if you guys have been there or not. And I made mention that, whatever to Joe, like we should tone her down. And he goes, "Oh, what does your program director have sand in his vagina?"
Oh God!
And it was like, as soon as Joe was gone, this is a long time ago, like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe more. He was like, "Yeah, Joe Rogan is to never come on your show ever again."
Look at him now.
I've tried to get Joe Rogan on based on that story on this.
Yeah.
Oh
my God.
I think that if he actually saw my tweets, because imagine what the guy, like, it's probably just insane if you get your tweet read by him as he's flipping through his notifications, it's a miracle.
Yeah.
But I think that if he were to see, like, Joe, remember sand in the vagina? You got banned from my radio show, but an open invite.
Yeah.
You gotta on the Toddcast here in Vancouver.
You might have to fabricate it, but be like, Joe, you got me fucking fired, dude.
Totally. Like, you're the reason I'm doing a fucking podcast now.
Yeah.
What are your guys' thoughts on legalized marijuana? Of course, been here in Canada for almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's convenient to just walk into a store and pick something out. It's nice,
So you guys all puff?
Yeah, everybody but the singer.
He doesn't.
Well, yeah, the crooner. I mean, the crooner all he does is probably drink tea and lick honey sticks or whatever, right?
I'll do other stuff. Like, I'll do, like, nothing crazy, obviously, but, like some little psychedelics or something is fun for sure. But I've never been a weed guy.
No, Interesting.
No. I don't know why. I think for like a year and a half, I drank wine and smoked weed, and that was it.
I'm definitely like a cron. Like,
you're a cron. You're a cron.
Yeah.
Like when I know that my kids are going down I got 7 and 9-year-old, and I know, like, fuck, they're going down for the night, and there's probably, I'm rolling up as fat as I possibly can, like, it's on and popping.
Nothing wrong with that.
I do want to respect your time, guys. I'm going to ask you a couple more questions, and I'll let you.
Hey, all good.
Thanks again for doing this, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
So Frank wants to know, what are you guys currently binge watching? Lots of time now.
The new Dragon's Den just came out.
Really?
Nice. I'm obsessed with Dragon's Den. I'm like,
serious?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It is fun. Every time we go to New York, we see O'Leary.
Yeah, Kevin O'Leary.
Yeah.
And I've also I watched that, what's his name?
Oh, the Michael Jordan?
No, the New York.
The Jeffrey Epstein. That just came out.
It just came out yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that came out, and I want to watch it. I noticed that Steve Carell and Space Force is out.
Friday. Yeah.
That's going to be funny, man.
Yeah.
There's something that popped up. I always like those, like, shows where, like, there's a competition, like whether it's like Nailed It or something like that. Have you guys ever seen it? It's like a stupid baking show.
Nailed It.
There's one coming
I like those. They're pretty fun to watch.
Like, I always watch it with the wife, but, like, there's one coming up, and it, like, follows kids during a spelling bee and trying to, like, be the best speller. Yeah. Like, I want to be like, what's going on in a 7-year-old's head during a spelling bee?
Yeah. All they want to do is spell. Like,
all they care about is, like, how do you spell that, and, like, where's it from? You know what I mean? They're asking the question.
They're just on a ticker tape. There's like I before E, except after C. Use that in a sentence.
I remember sitting at your house, and you used to have or like on that old tube TV, we watched spelling bee on TV, like, on public
live.
It
was summertime, so, like, sports was a little slower,
Taylor, you're watching spelling bees on TV, but you don't smoke marijuana. Really? All right, last question, boys. This could be a tough one. I think probably the toughest I'll ask. Can you nail it down to one career highlight?
I think for me was Jones Beach when we were opening up for Sublime. it was just really cool playing like right on the water. The water's like a moat in front of the stage kind of thing.
That was a huge place. Too.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
like 20 plus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I like what just comes to mind. I like maybe because I was talking the other day with someone, but we did hometown hockey when Ron and Tara came to Aurelia.
Yeah.
And that was kind of fun because we went around with the show and showed them various landmarks in Aurelia, and then we played in front of there was quite a bit of people there from town, and then we got to hang out with Ron McLean afterwards and get wasted with him.
Shut down.
Nice. Nice.
So for me, that was fun.
I bet.
Mine would probably, we did a bunch of stuff over in France, and we had a show at the end of the whole thing in Paris, and they're like, yeah, you guys are like number one over here. We're like, that doesn't make any sense. And we're like getting ready for the show, and we walk out, and we sold out like a 600 person place, and nobody spoke English, but they're all singing the lyrics. And we're like, this is the weirdest thing of all time.
Yeah, we had never been there.
This doesn't happen in Toronto.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was holy hell. Like music has such an effect in people's lives, and like we're so far away from this, and this is happening, and we got everyone together to do this, and that was definitely for me.
Do you guys notice, and I know I said it was going to be the last question, but do you guys notice is there a difference between North American and European audiences? Do you notice that?
I find that the European audiences, they're just more passionate. You know, you kind of get the vibe going up to Quebec.
I wonder why that is. Like, I wonder what it is that because I've heard that from like, you know, Todd Kearns and Danko Jones and a ton of, you know, awesome Canadian bands that head over there and they're like, fuck, dude, it's insane, man.
Yeah. It is super weird. Even if they usually you go over there and you play and nobody knows who you are, and they're just like into it. You know what I mean? It's like
like people will just show up to see a band instead of knowing the band to go see. Like
they go to see a band instead of knowing the band before they go to see.
Yeah.
Maybe like I have no idea. Maybe they're like just don't have. It's just different. Maybe there's like suppressed or something, or maybe they're expressed. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've heard that from a lot of artists and a lot of bands. Yeah.
Yeah, but 100%, it is a different thing.
When is the new Bleeker record coming out? Do you guys have a tentative release on that, or?
It was supposed to be May 1st.
Yes, but now we're going to try to follow the tour. So we're going to slowly release a little bit of music here and there and stuff. And we would just really want to line it up with the tour and like have it all come out at once and stuff. So we definitely don't want to release it when we're just like release it and we're just sitting at home. It's like,
it's a lot better when it's time.
Yeah, we can like release it,
point.
go like people can listen to it and discover it and go see it at the same time. I think that is the plan.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks again for taking the time. Your official Twitter page is Bleeker Official.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have individual Twitter pages? Instagram?
No. Yeah.
Instagram.
Just the band.
Instagram and Facebook and stuff.
Yeah. Fair enough. Okay. Cool. Well, we'll see you online, I guess. Thanks again, guys.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. We'll talk soon. Cheers.